Cowboys, as you are well aware, this week promoted offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to head coach. That happened Friday. He signs a 4-year deal that happens to be the same length of time that is left on the contract of Dak Prescott. And with their fates intertwined, Dak had this to say about his future with Schottenheimer. Quote, I wanted to show him, hey, I'm going to be here with you and for you. Not only what, he signs for 4 years, I got 4 years left on my contract. He's tied directly to my future, so let's go be the best that we can in these 4 years. There's been so much conversation about this hiring that has absolutely nothing to do with Brian Schottenheimer. The overwhelming wave of negative reaction has been aimed, and I think understandably so, at the ownership and at the decision to do it. It is not aimed at Schottenheimer, who has been in the game quite literally his entire life. And I think everywhere he goes, the players he coaches like him. You were one of those players. Tell us about Brian Schottenheimer, the new head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I love Schotty. The one thing about Schotty, he's a no-nonsense type of guy. He's going to shoot it to you straight. He's going to tell you like it is. And as far as just schematics, I think when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, a couple things was apparent. Number one, they needed a receiver, obviously, CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. Number two, they had no running game. Okay. When Schotty was with me with New York with the Jets, we ran the ball. We were the best team in the league running the ball. When he was with the OC in Seattle at one point, they ran the ball. That's gonna be one thing they're gonna do with the Dallas Cowboys. They need to run the football. When the Dallas Cowboys were kind of in their heyday, you know, when they were really good, what did they have? They had one of the best offensive lines, maybe the best, and they were able to run the football. I think that's what Brian Schottenheimer is going to do. He's going to get back to that, run the football, complimentary, no-nonsense type of guy.
Can I just point out just how bad the Cowboys' running game was this past year? Are you aware of this statistic? The Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday in the NFC Championship game rushed for 7 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys this season rushed for 6. Wow. The Eagles had more rushing touchdowns in that game than the Cowboys had all season long. So for Brian Schottenheimer, he's got a good quarterback. Assuming Dak is healthy, he's got a very good quarterback. They have an outstanding receiver in CeeDee Lamb. You can figure out the rest of it if you can run the football. That has to be job 1, 2, and 3.
So it's 2 important things when I look at Dallas, and I start on the offensive side of the ball because Schotty is an offensive guy. You have to be able to give Jalen Hurts some kind of help. And what's
Dak Prescott?
Excuse me, that's what I meant. Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
What's better than having a run game, right? Now, also, I would say when it comes to Jerry Jones, you have to give your head coach and your play caller the personnel too, right? Because I'm not just going to put it on Schotty, because we know he wants to call the run. He wants that offense to be balanced. But at the same time, Jerry Jones, you have to be able to give him the personnel to be able to rush the football.
I understand why you said Jalen Hurts. You got Jalen Hurts on the brain.
Exactly.
Literally. Literally. But with the Cowboys running the football, maybe they can sign Sean Green this offseason to run behind their offensive line. Look, has there ever been a running back in one draft that is more perfect a fit than Ashton Genty is for the Dallas Cowboys at number 12? Like, we're going to wait for this to happen. Like, to me, it is so logical for them to go there because they have to do something at that spot to upgrade that position, to basically do something to change that stat that you had, and to reverse the fortunes and to play to Schotty's strengths and to get the ground game back in Dallas.
So here's the second part of that, right? I talked about running the football offensively. Well, you got to stop the run as well.
Right.
You look at your division, the Eagles were second in the league in rushing, and the Commanders were third. Yep. You have to be able to stop the run. So you got to get some big boys up front to be able to do that.
That's fair, but let's take it one side and then the other. Ashton Genty, I host the draft, as you may know, and so I've started doing players. I did him last night. I did Ashton Genty, watched whatever little film I watched and looked at his numbers. That is going to be the hot button topic. Once upon a time, the Cowboys drafted Zeke very, very early, far earlier than they will have to go if they're going to take Ashton Genty this year. That feels like that is going to be one of the moments of the draft if he's on the board to see if the Cowboys.
By the way, if they went Zeke Elliott at 4, 1 year,
Right.
then why would they not go Ashton Genty at number 12 this year?
And I
The
think-
need is greater.
Yeah, and I think especially after you see Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs, who get drafted high in the first round, and you see the impact that they've been able to make on their respective teams, especially the Lions, and what they've been able to do winning football games, getting deep into the playoffs with a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs. So absolutely, they have to have that running game to get it going.
Mel is going to yell at me if he's watching, but I mean, the dirty little secret is drafting running backs high works. It works. It's a good idea. Right now, in his palatial estate in Baltimore, Mel Kiper just threw something at the television.
Pumpkin pie.
pumpkin pie. That's what I said.
That's exactly right. All right, coming up.
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just wanted to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. I also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.